Okay, how about a sound check? Okay, how about a sound check? It's coming in clear. How about a sound check? It's coming in clear. How about a sound check? It's coming in clear. How about a sound check? It's coming in clear. How about a sound check? It's coming in clear. How about a sound check? It's coming in clear. How about a sound check? It's coming in clear. Okay. Looks like I got sound and video. How about you?
Hold on. Hold. Pause.
Oh, I didn't know you had music in your starting thing.
Yeah, it's just Spotify playing. DMCA free, yes. We live.
Hello,
We
everybody.
are Leaf.
Are you going past the like the English thing?
Pokemon, we got yeah, I already selected my language.
Oh, okay. Now saving. Okay. Auto save
So
feature. Cool.
I haven't played Pokemon in many, many years. So I jumped in Discord with Mars. So he kind of walked me through because I've missed out on quite a bit. Quite a bit.
And I'm not the most familiar with Pokemon
Well, you're
myself, but
probably more familiar with it than I am right now.
yeah, it might be that. Yeah. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. Welcome to a dimension known as the Twilight Zone.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yep.
Right. Oh, I guess I need to press buttons. It is well, thou art here. It's humans. Oh, Arceus. It is Arceus.
Uh, I think so. Probably close enough.
So you need to go to the next one. Press the button. Okay, now we're in sync.
Yep.
And this is awkward.
Yep. Now
um,
we should know that appearance. Oh, okay. This is where we pick our character, I guess. This one looks like Sheldon.
I don't think any of them look like me. Maybe that one, but I'm not as dark complected as I once was.
I'm gonna go with Sheldon.
You're going with Sheldon.
Yeah.
I'll go with this brunette dude down here in the bottom, since I do have brown hair, or what's left of it anyway. What is thy name? cart.
Oops. It's back. B button. Yeah.
Are you actually doing Sheldon?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, hell, now I gotta do something different. How do you spell doofus?
Who?
Doofus?
Dufas, I guess. I was gonna say you could put Leonard.
Oh shit, I could. Is it Leonard?
Yeah, like Leonard. Leonard.
Leonard. Oh, let's make sure. I'm having a dumb moment. Hey Siri, how do you spell Leonard?
Leonard. Leonard.
Thank you, Siri.
I didn't hear the D.
I ended it before that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we'll go with Leonard since Mars is being Sheldon. Leonard, soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee.
Okay.
Inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. God, I used to love playing these games. I don't know why I'd strayed away for so long. So are you reading it to your stream or no?
No. Since you were reading, I wasn't gonna.
And thou shalt find me once more. Oh, that was going away.
Yep.
Well, you're sitting over there, look like you had some popcorn going or something.
Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie roll.
Yeah.
Mars.
Still got some of those.
I know you're sitting there watching my stream. You're not supposed to be eating that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not. You just told me you were.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not supposed to be eating that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
But I'm an ass.
It's really loud.
Is it?
For me, it is. I gotta cut my back some. It was loud in my headphones.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just got the Discord on mine.
On what, your headphones?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to hear the game too.
Yeah, I got the speakers on low.
I'm in this one. There's a good chance I'll probably stream this longer than I typically would go on a regular night. Wake up. I don't want to wake up. I don't like wake.
Yeah. No waking up.
Oh. Do wake up, won't you? Yes. Are you alive, my boy?
I think so.
Last time I checked, I thought I was.
Mm-hmm. Quite a shot falling from the sky like that. Thank goodness you seem unharmed. Wait, who are you? Where am I? Who are you?
Oh, there you go. All right, nice one.
I'd like to ask you the same.
Who are you?
Oh, Sky, understand? Come on. Come now. Who in the world does that? Must say your clothing is unusual.
Go ahead, you can read it. You have a better
Yeah, I don't know.
voice than I do.
Yeah, probably not. But anyway, you wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. Let's see. You seem a bit pickle. Bit of a pickle.
Pickle? I'm hungry.
Yeah. Might offer some directions. Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. So you don't know
that
anyone
tree
here.
looks pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Don't know anyone here. You don't have nowhere to spend the night. Have nowhere to even spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do, or somehow I guess. Don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Let's go with that one. Sounds good. The nice fella is going to help.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. True. From Plish Pash. Hey. Oh my, I completely forgot I had just caught up with these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. Keep picking all the top answers, don't I?
That's okay.
Well, that's a relief. I thought you fell from the sky. Seems you have some common ground, eh? Well, yes, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh, yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called
Leonard.
Yeah, this is Sheldon. Name has got a ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning, Sheldon. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon, and something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3 here. What? Now they're running off. Oh, blast and bother.
3 that were there.
Yeah. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry. Do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3, wait. And the game begins.
So, I'm going to ask the age-old stupid question. Oh.
Okay, there's something.
Is this kind of like before?
It's supposed to be like you're going back in time before the age of the gyms and all that, Pokemon
Ash
gyms.
and all of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Falling through a
makes
wormhole.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now I got it. Oh shit.
Glowing and beeping object over there. Investigate. It's got to be a Pokédex,
Check
right?
it out.
Sounds like
Absolutely.
it was a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape and feels strange power emanating from it. Message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone and thy mission. Seek out all Pokemon. Gotta collect them all. At least that's what I've heard, anyway. Can't pick up the flowers, I guess. Can you jump? Nope, no jumping. Just running around. You can crouch. Yeah, I guess that's about it. No jumping.
Okay.
I guess we follow the yellow brick road. Yeah, I see the professor up there. Follow the yellow brick road. Nope. Sigh. Alas, yet another miss. I'm glad you come to rescue my new friend from the sky. Tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best. Some Pokeball, not the best. This sort of thing, you see. I wish it would roll up and Well, get rid of the sentence you just read because that's confusing.
Well, I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now that one is roulette,
Rowlet, yeah, I
rowlet,
guess.
rowlet, roulette, rowlet. Photosynthesized like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers.
Sweet.
True. Hello, dear friend. Cyndaquil.
That was Cyndaquil.
Fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. Ooh. That would come in handy.
Yeah, I usually like fire. When I've been playing these games, I like fire.
This Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott.
Yeah, I guess.
These are new names for me.
Mm-hmm. Naps while floating in the water.
Water. Go ahead, you can read this one.
They can battle using a shell-like object on its belly. Looks like an otter. Plish. Yeah. Oh my, I never forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at the Pokemon to catch them.
Gotta catch them.
Ooh, 50. I got 50 balls. That's better than 2.
Serious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. Balls can be crafted by hand if you gather necessary materials. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon, and why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Alright, so...
Throw Pokeballs.
Now we train. Hold ZR.
ZR? Okay. So
yeah, I'm using an 8-bit dough controller, so I think Mars is too.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So we'll figure this out. Release ZR to throw. Okay. Oh, you can press the B button to cancel it. All right. That is exactly what I need.
Yeah.
Accidents happen. All right. That's... Oh, shit.
Cancel the throw. Okay. How do I get out of here? B button? Yep.
Got one. Oh, wonderful. You've caught a Pokemon.
Oh, wait, I'm
right, Mars,
holding
where
it.
you at? Have you caught one?
Caught the Plish Splash one.
It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Leonard. Jolly useful skills to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest.
No, what's there to be afraid of? Okay, I'm going after Owlet. Oh, he saw me coming.
Miss him.
There you go. The owl. Oh, I've already got the push Fashman. Can hardly believe it, Sheldon. Incredible. You know, many people fear even to approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo, indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up. Uh, Sharpish, shall we? Okay. New word on it. Oh, which one have I got left? I don't even see it. Oh, there it is.
No.
Look at the fire one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mine's Owlet.
Yeah, I caught. Oh, it didn't. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen.
I overthrew. I guess it's going to bust out of this one, right?
Yeah.
Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Sure. Can I call you Pops?
Boom.
Got him.
I like the little fireworks.
Right. It looks all fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at us to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Leonard, I was taken aback by how well you Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is a smartphone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid.
Only been just invented.
Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Sure. Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? Sure thing, Pops. You've convinced me. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jubilife. The one that just came out. I mean, the not the one that just came out, but the reinvention, or what do you call it? Remaster of the one that came out. It was Jubilife City. So I guess this is Jubilife Village. Because we've fallen through a wormhole back in time.
That makes sense.
Yeah, legends. So yeah, it's before time. The land that Tom forgot.
Oh, thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. And he nods in silence.
Yeah. With those big sideburns.
Right. Pork chops.
Mm-hmm. Hello, who is it? This way, if you please. Jubilant Village has come up. Oops.
Loud cough.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Work too. It's not. It's like auto going through the messages.
This village is scarcely two. Oh shit. Yeah. What manner of dress is that? Says we know a little about local Pokemon. People hesitate to say it. And their headquarters for this entire outfit. Okay. So we're speed reading. It's like a speed run.
Yeah. Not supposed to talk to strangers, you know. Who is that, Professor? Botheration.
Successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. I asked you. Sure.
Wait at the canteen. Just past the bridge here, left. Wallflower is called. So we need to go next. Okay, so we got a map here.
Okay,
Use
cool.
the, what you call it, button to bring up the map on your art phone. You consult the map for guidance to your next destination.
Minus button.
Come see guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions and spot one of these markers, then head for it. Simple enough, I guess. Does it tell you to push the B button to get out of that little thing? I mean, I'm just doing it by like automatic.
I just press the A button and it advances.
Oh, okay, advances. Okay, I was using them. Okay, so we got a thing, waypoint marker.
Over here.
There's the map.
Wax off.
Okay, so you can. Oh, no, there's the world map. You go all the way out, you can see the whole island, it looks like. Current location, where we're supposed to go. Front gate. Galaxy Hall.
I went over to an old man.
Did it? Well, for talking to him. Oops, get out of there. There's an old man somewhere.
Oh no, aren't you awfully suspicious? Yeah, where you're standing, if you go over the bridge.
I didn't know, you know.
I'm right there.
We go over the bridge.
Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Fine then. Mean old man. Hey, this person looks nice.
Yeah.
So where are you at? Have you?
Move along. Yeah, it's got talking to the guy. Move along.
Okay. You have to let me know when you get to this part.
Yeah, I'm there now. Who are you? Seen anyone dressed like you are? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. Guard lets you through. You must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Laviton. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. Suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago. I had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Arkari says, I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor, everything will be quite all right now, but everything will be all right. Sheldon here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. And look at that suspicious look on her face. Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain all these crazy names. Silene's permission? I'll allow it, she says. Akari. Captain Selene. Is that like Celine Dion?
I don't know.
Assuming the
Your
individual
observation, though.
Yeah. Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Celine Dion. Professor Laviton has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. Hey, this child labor laws. You look to be 15 or so. Really? He looks younger than that to me. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Uh-oh. Ho ho, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction.
That sounds like you, Mars.
Yeah, it
in
does.
real life.
Yeah. I always eat alone.
He does not want to be bothered while he's eating.
Yeah. Aloof as always, I see. It's probably because of my narcissistic personality disorder.
Jesus.
Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then. Eh?
Okay.
Benny old chum, the usual potato moochie? Mookie? If you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Oh, that's Benny Hanna. Much obliged. Your potato moochie has never failed to please. Mookie. Moochie. Let's see. Akari. Okay, that's the girl. Professor Levinson, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Oh, well, you know that great hole in the sky, one people call it a space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. I'm serious, and I am, and don't call me Shirley. She didn't say Shirley, though, did she? Surely you can't be serious. Come now, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomenon. I'm concerned only with the facts. Now you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. Haisu.
region,
Okay, that sounds good.
I think. That there are. Grass, forest, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures.
They are.
It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's where Leonard will come in. Okay, look, I'm tired of all the talking stuff. I kind of just want to like blow through it and get to the good parts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just got 3 Pokemon, 3 of them quick order, you understand? Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of feats such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3, we have had enough time catching even one wild Pokemon come after us. Oh well, be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisure meal with this outsider? These people, this guy. Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi. You know, slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. She's stress eating. Now have your fill, Sheldon. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky.
Alright, so this is where games lose me when there's this much talking.
Yeah. It's usually I mean, hopefully the story, there's going to be story points like this, but maybe they'll be won't be as long as this intro here. See, that was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, do you remember that Sheldon has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Sheldon's skills. This guy's never met us. What does he know about us?
He saw you throw a Pokeball.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Okay, Miss Dion.
Leonard, was it? For tonight, at least. We will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. Thank you. Why does she have such an evil look on her face?
Yeah, really?
But if you fail to pass the trial we put you to tomorrow, you must move on. Next. You'll be expelled
GTFO.
from the village. Yeah. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate. Perhaps your death in the wilds. Well, that's just lovely. Well, this is supposed to be a family-friendly game.
Yeah, really.
Captain Celine, somewhat like Haisu, in that they're both quite harsh. I could see that.
Yeah.
I know. She simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. Or at any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night.
Yeah.
Yes, good night. Okay. So there's a very good possibility I'm probably just gonna start like blowing through all this read along crap.
Roof from the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries.
Now, Land, head of the Survey Corps quarters, you've been assigned. I guess it's this one.
Oh, the one that says it's 32 meters away.
Yeah. It's a nice little facility here. Sleep until morning in the futon in your quarters. Okay.
Oh yeah, nice house. I like it already. Nope, what's this? Investigate. Nice fire in the sunken hearth help keep the entire room heated. Okay, now we need heat. A dresser, very solid construction where extra set of clothing may be kept. Oh, I can't change clothes just yet. Chest looks like you store lots and lots of items in it. It looks like one of the big boxes in Rust. This is drinking water, lid to keep debris from falling in. You don't want debris in your water. Drink water, lids to keep down.
Yes, I'm resting.
Okay. I was trying to look at what all's in this place here. Survey tips. Up button. Okay, so okay. Nice. Handy tips for team members don't wish to draw. Record keeping will save you from such a fate. It's got save. To save your progress, press up button to open the menu and scrolls as the NR until you reach the save screen. There's also an autosave function you can have it save your progress automatically. You can enable disable autosave by scrolling to that menu. Okay. Yeah. I don't see anything else to investigate. Paper lantern seems to use all this fuel. Lovely stones almost vacuum. Okay. It's like kidney stones.
Are you already on the next day, or are you just searching around?
I was looking around at everything. Oh, you got like rules on the wall there. 5 principles. Behave with courtesy to others, superiors. Oh, respect. Likes and dislikes are a luxury ill afforded. Those who are weaker must be helped. Difficulties must be faced head on.
Did you say that you've already slept? Today's
No, I was about to.
Skip around.
Rest till tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm resting.
So I already rested. I wasn't waiting on you.
Yeah.
Paper lantern. Lovely stones. It's a full-length mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Behave with courtesy to others. Superiors are owed your respect. Likes and dislikes are a luxury ill afforded, sorry.
Okay, good morning, Sheldon. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? You got past that part. Today's the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. I'm from Maryland. Go to the Galaxy Team headquarters. Okay, I can't change my outfit yet. I guess I don't have anything but the clothes I'm wearing. Why does it look like I'm barefooted all of a sudden? How do I put my shoes on? Can't go outside without my shoes on. Yeah, you're barefooted too. You got sleep. Yeah, I guess I got no choice but to go outside with the bare feet. Okay, I'm going outside. What lovely weather we've got. You still in the house?
Yeah, I'm just looking around right.
Okay.
Investigating this here. You got the box over here. We're gonna go on out. Let's get things started. I'm tired of reading scripts and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what lovely weather we've got. Hope you had a nice sleep, even if the man is strange and new to you. Let's get you to headquarters. Captain Celine Dion is waiting. She just disappeared. Oh my god.
Look, they disappear and expect you to know exactly where to go. I mean, there's only a dot that pops up that shows you where to go.
Yeah. Oh, my shoes. I put my shoes on. Or is it? I guess it's sandals, really.
Yeah. Mine are pink flip flops.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Keep those eyes open.
Survey Corps officer here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. Wild Pokemon. They were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against the whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the men, of course, have put it to rights. The man with the security corps, even his own partner, took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Don't we got 3?
Should have 3, I think. I believe
I don't remember giving them back to the professor.
Leonard is here. Well, yours will say Sheldon is here.
Yeah. You
enter.
may enter.
They look so evil, though.
Yeah.
That is like, I don't even want to go in there and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of my face.
Straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Field Lands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start. No one in the guy's team has ever managed that. Did the stranger catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him. If the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. We'll lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. Well, that's nice of her, isn't it? That's not a satchel, that's a fanny pack. Satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Akari. I expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Galaxy team in an activate guide.
Hey.
Lighting advice. What, guiding now active. Okay. Checking missions and requests. Press the Y button to consult the map on your art phone. You can check the tasks you have waiting. There are 2 types: missions and requests. Mission must be completed to progress your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. It's the people that you meet in your neighborhood. What's that from? Mr. Rogers? Pardon, Sheldon, come with me a moment. Oh, let's just get out in the field, right? Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Jolly good morning, please. Is something the matter, Professor Labaton? In order to complete your...
Fast sitting here doing all this reading. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. In order to complete our Pokédex, well, simply survive this unforgiving land. Sheldon absolutely must pass this trial. Okay. As a professor of Pokemon, I've got just a ticket to help accomplish that.
Hey. Crew. Fire. Dispatch.
Yeah. Oh, I get to pick one. Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. Go on, Sheldon, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. Which part you're on, you'll be able to fight off Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. So, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own?
I don't know which one I want.
I usually like fire. Water comes in handy. The aerial would probably be okay. I think I'm gonna go with the fire one. Just always, I'm a pyromaniac.
I don't know which one I want.
I think eventually you'll probably have the other two also. Find them in the wild.
Splish Splash. No, we're going with the owl. The owl is so cool.
Okay. And with that one Pokemon you caught at the Prelude Beach Rumble will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've took Cyndaquil back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. You receive Cyndaquil. Word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Crew, Plish. They look as if they're cheering on their friend Cyndaquil. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your own trial. Okay. Could be well. Let's see. That could be well, but they did go dashing from the village when Sheldon fell out of the sky. After all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have to assist me with the research for now. Crew and Plish Bash, yep. By the by, that species has Captain Celine Dion charged with catching. Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs used during your trial then. Well, I thought we already had 50. Okay, we got 20. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as a treat. You've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. In no time. I guess we're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters and then head for the gate. Okay. Time to get out of here, right?
It's only been like an hour of this shit.
Yeah, it has, ain't it?
Yeah, I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like knowing what all's going on and everything, but that part of games is what really turns me off. I'm like, no, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Right,
It
so
depends
go
on
towards the gate.
depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I like to read a lot, and sometimes I don't. Okay, so you push that button, it brings up the phone. Did they say something about the Y button? I thought the Y button brought up something. The up button. It may be only once you're outside the wall. Oh, we gotta go with the girl here, I guess. Oh, what a curious gift you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild. The go-to choice for any mercantile needs here in Hisu. For talk about you, it fell from the sky, didn't you? And that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. But right now. Oh, when you have a Pokemon, you're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigate the odd and novel key is the key to good merchant success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? You gonna battle him? Might as well.
Sounds good.
I'll hear about the trial you're about to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon HP reaches 0. Yeah, that's the way it works. Challenge you to a battle. Okay, let's see how this goes. Send out a what? Okay. Battle. Okay, fight. Quick attack. Boom, baby. And he uses tackle. Quick attack again. Flying. Items. What items have we got? We haven't got any, don't got any,
Gust him again.
potions yet. What do we? So I guess the only thing you can do is fight. Oops. Oop, I think I got him. Yep.
Use items. Use them well. The world will open up for you.
Yep.
Oh, you were up to that point too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a new move that it popped in on the next level.
Yeah. It's always good to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? As they gain experience in battle, they learn more moves and grow even stronger. Yeah, when you get experience. Pokemon sometimes learn moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the change moves option. Okay. So people have their own Pokemon. If I only have them. Well, they do. More knew how to use Pokeballs. Okay. At any rate, let me help our two battles recover from their little exercise. Okay, so the Pokemon's been healed. And you, my sky fallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. Oh, okay. Yeah, we needed some potions. 5 of them. Okay, nice. Potions, topical medicine, 60 hit points to a single Pokemon. Okay. You can use Pokemon whenever it might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping you're successful in your trial of yours. More Galaxy team member mean more customers for yours truly, after all. Yeah, he's only in it for the profit.
I'm just flipping through it, man.
Truly
I'm losing interest.
Battle. Yeah. Now to the Obsidian Field lands. Leave Jubilee Village, make sure you choose a destination for map until press the ground where you're going. Okay. Someone come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Yeah, let them know where we're going. Trial begins just short past the front gate. Okay. You're showing to inform you might be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Come back alive. Okay, we gotta go to this field, right? Yeah, only place to go. Do you wish to go to the Fieldlands camp? Why, of course. Right?
Yes, please. Jesus, please.
Mhm.
I'm ready to do some damn fighting. Jeez.
Okay,
And
base
it takes you to a
camps.
okay. This is where it's going to tell you. Now take a nap and then we'll start catching Pokemon later.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Okay, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
there's something wrong. Oh, well, you see, Captain Celine Dion got hold of me after you left. She's impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain, but what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Yeah, lazy beggar. She don't sound the real deal. He'll pass the flying colors, you'll see. So responsibility of him still lies, in fact, with me then. Well, I'm sure Sheldon will be fine. Let's begin the trial. Don't worry about me, lady. Oh, dang. Still got to talk to her, don't you?
All right. I'm just spamming A.
Oh, okay. Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon I meant to catch all lived here.
I'm not reading this shit.
Obsidian Fieldlands. I don't think you're as used to RPGs as I am. Along comes a Bidoof. Along came a Bidoof. That looks like a Bidoof. Keep to aim carefully, not seeing. I'm just sharing what I know. Okay, hold down the ZL button to focus on the wild point and keep it in your sight as long as it's nearby. This technique comes useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target when dodging Pokemon attacks. Now, a minute ago, it told us to hold down the R button. I mean, the ZR.
That's the aim, right?
Yeah,
Or that's the basically like your wind up and your pitch. That's your wind up.
yeah. That's like a first-person shooter, basically, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so, oh, there she is again. I want free roam. You ought to be able to catch Bidoof with a well-thrown Pokeball. Yeah. Isn't that what we said 50 million times already? Okay, yeah, so, yeah, the trigger is like a lock on. Okay. You caught a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. You caught him?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, though. That's not giving us a chance to name him. Why not?
That's all right.
Oh, crap. I just lost a Pokeball.
Starly. How'd you lose a Pokeball? Did you
I was
overthrow it?
I was trying to fiddle through the little scroll there where it says R and L. I hit the ZR instead of the R. Okay. Here's the next one. And this right here is like a holding your hand walk through. This is awful. Skittish little things that'll run if startled. Might be why they're called a starling, huh? But you should be able to get close to them. If you crouch, it'll be hard to spot. B button to crouch right before noticing the same. Press button to rise again if you creep into tall grass or crouch low. It'll be even harder for the Pokemon to detect. That sounds fantastic. Play sneaky sneak here in the tall grass.
I'm sitting here watching the chat from Russ too.
What are they doing there?
They're just going back and forth, messing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Chaotic and Cosmo or Evers.
No, okay. That star he caught as well. Oh, one more to go. Okay, I caught the second one.
Yeah, I'm already down on. Let's see, have a Pokemon.
There's something I want to teach you
Oh,
since you're still new at this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball.
nothing about X.
Swing down. Tells us have an item at the ready. We want to send it out. Pokemon press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready, but I want to throw them. Item press X. The captain's a real expert on these things. Okay then. Try throwing your Pokeball at rocks or trees like this one to have it investigated. If Pokemon finds any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Now it's time for your partner to shine. We'll reach your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. Okay.
How the hell you do this?
Are you sure you know where you're going? No, I'm not sure
Oh,
where I'm going.
there we go.
I tried throwing a Pokeball at the tree, yeah. There, that shrinks. Shinx. Yep, that looks like him. I just caught one of those on the other Pokemon a little while ago. Aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? More or less. I thought you might. I can never tell until I focus on Pokemon currently. Once the aggressive Pokemon get irritated, they'll knock aside any balls you throw at them. You can see how button focus on, and you can see how easy it might be easy to catch. The more arrows you see pointing up above the Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. Okay, that's interesting. X icon will appear above the Pokemon that has picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. So we're going to have to fight for the next one. Don't worry though, I'll teach you the trick catching aggressive Pokemon. You've got to battle them. Once
What I
they
was
absorb
seeing,
a
you just sit
battle,
there and throw like berries and shit at them to kind of stun them, and then go for it, right?
well, I think the berries kind of pacify them. I don't think it stuns them. Oh,
Oh,
it,
something like
it,
that.
it
Make
kind of.
or something.
But now you got several Pokemon around, don't you? Okay, but you have to fight them with the other Pokemon.
Uh,
Take one of the Pokeballs and throw it near the wild Pokemon you want to battle. I've got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. It's easy to start a battle against wild Pokemon, so throw a Pokeball that contains one of your Pokemon in it, and you can see you currently have an item ready to throw a Pokemon. Press the X, and it will allow you to toggle between your items and your Poke team. Okay. So that's a little different.
that little shit. We're gonna fight. What's leafage do?
Just trying
We're
to
gonna
figure
do
out how
it.
to.
Oh,
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to cycle through the thingies. Okay, there we go. Fight. Ember. Oh, baby. Oh! Use quick attack. Quick attack again. Fight. Let's just use a quick attack. Oh! I defeated the Shinx. Oh no, don't knock the Shinx out, catch it. Even in battle, if you throw an empty
oh,
Pokeball at while you at any other time. Okay, so I killed mine. I gotta find another one. Yeah. Fortunately, there's one right behind it.
I caught my first one.
Oh, I didn't throw it near enough. There we go. Fight. Ember. Okay, now how do I throw out a Pokeball? Oh, X again.
How you throw it? Like while you're in battle?
Want to throw? Okay, I fixed that out.
Press up on the D-pad and use it. That's what I did. You're gonna get their health down.
Yeah, I got the health down to about half.
I wish we could co-stream. I don't think we can co-stream because I'm not partner.
Yeah. You approach those
And you're
Pokemon
not.
out here in fear. Call each one. They drop to us. Yep. With you at our side, I think Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokedex has been ordered. Okay. This is wonderful. I'm so curious why on earth you came falling from the sky. You did. But for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. More talking. Oh, I
I'll
said
just
you
zoom
passed
right
trial
through it.
fire killers,
I'm
and I
already
seen
back
you
at the.
did just that.
I'm back at my facility right now.
Congratulations. Taking the first step towards seeking out the program. Okay. This calls for a commemorative photograph. They took the photograph. Like you're supposed to be a foregone conclusion. Now then, we best report to Captain Celine Dion. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? Eh? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's not dilly dally. Captain Selene awaits our report at headquarters. I am almost 100% certain we are saying that name totally wrong.
Yeah. Keep bringing 6 Pokemon with you into the field in theory. Though we never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two. It's the Dilly Dick Hub. Almost headquarters. Bet Captain Celine Dion will be very pleased. Just run away and leave me there, huh?
Yeah, they said, figure it out yourself. You're grown. I gotta go see this mean ass person.
Yeah.
Oh, Mars, have you seen all my emotes? Have you typed in chat?
No, I
Have
haven't.
you typed in chat?
I haven't.
You are a subscriber. Seems we'll have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. Pastor Shaw, you can hold on to that satchel. To your fanny pack. You can hold on to your fanny pack.
Yeah. See, I'll leave you to die after all. Congratulations, you passed Charlie. Hold on, Satchel. Was a bit impressed me. I said I hurdle judge whatever a stranger like yourself can be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours. Your official uniform of the Survey Corps. Oh, okay, we got our uniform, huh? You received a pair of Survey Corps sandals. Get changed in the room you used last night, then report to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is our first official order from your captain. Oh.
Like, I'm sitting there thinking it's going to be like GTA, like walk straight through the door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's not the case. It does not do that.
Yeah, gotta hit that A button. Well, the thing with GTA, the reason why you can do that is because it's one continual area. This right here, you're moving from.
Like scene change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want to change my outfit.
Yep. Okay. Survey Corps. Sandals. Don't have a hat. They give our lady friend a hat. How come we don't have a hat?
Well, beggars can't be choosers. Just put your freaking clothes on.
Would you like to go with this outfit? Yes.
We're going with some color contacts. We're going to use either pick blue or green. I'm going to go green because green actually sets apart the blue. Or they have yellow, pink, and purple. What?
No, okay, I didn't change anything.
Let's
suit you.
For some reason, I'm just feeling green right now. That's odd for me.
Almost as if the captain had it tailored just for you. See you changed. Earn your company.
Let's go.
Room slip last night. You may wear this as well. Oh, okay. About to say I need a hat.
Hey, look, when we get done with this, we can get on the Rust server, and since it's Day of Hell, we can call it Day of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
We can go around and like blow up people's bases, but don't kill them. Just despawn their whole base.
Report to the
kill
commander.
them and have it pop up and say, "Cart killed you."
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
I wonder if you can save right here. This is the second floor. This is the third floor. If you go in there, you're gonna end up talking to this guy for a while, probably. How do you save the game? Okay, report to the commander. They said there was a way to save the game, didn't they? If that changes that.
Yeah, what are you doing? Getting ready to save it and cut it off?
Oh, I thought you were saying something about jumping in Rust.
I mean, we haven't even caught one Pokemon. We've only done training.
Yeah.
They gave me an ugly red hat. Come on now. Now the green eyes don't go well with it. It clashes.
Okay, somewhere.
Where
Okay. To the third floor of the commander. I gotta go use the restroom before we continue.
Okay. So this is floor number 2. We're going up to floor number 3 since I don't pay attention. This dude right here looks even more mad than Chanel or Chanel, well, whatever the hell her name was. Celine. So you're Leonard. It's an honor. You know your manners at least. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Really? Face me in combat. Try to throw him. Charging him. Hiya! Good job, Leonard. Need to work on your sumo technique, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally. So, we'll be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. Superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster.
Okay.
You pass trial, put you, detect yourself, Galaxy Expedition Team, and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Leonard, Pokemon are terrifying. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. Yes. Yes. Mission complete. Okay, so we finished one thing now. Mars.
Mm-hmm. See what you're made of. Face me in combat. Just throw me to the floor. I'll give you that. Superman, see you, Robin. Disaster. But you pass trials put on you no matter how hard. Seeing your part of your liability now. Take yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition team and complete the Pokédex. When I warn you, Sheldon, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits. Or complete. More talking, huh? Celine Dion. So the commander has accepted you. But understand this as you begin a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as member of the of course, you'll move on up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokédex will also be, of course, to bring close to our goals. So you got every last Pokemon. Catch them all. Here, you'll need this. You obtained a recipe for crafting Pokeballs. An apricot and a tumblestone. Okay. Well, you have the material. Okay. Give us some money too, huh? Nice. These never could have to know. Of course, Captain Celine Dion. Now, experienced craftsperson here. Let me explain a bit to start with. Economy is making your own items. You own two hands. You can buy some items in your own store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make most of your tools, Pokeballs. Think they were able to do that? Let's head to the Craftworks. Oh my gosh. Yep, a lot of talking.
Yep, I'm not liking it.
RPG. Role-playing game.
I say we just wing it and we just keep like rolling through, just power through it, muscle through it.
Replace the team. Local clothier. Okay, first ask to charge clothes. Here you go. I hope they do fit.
They gave you a kimono.
Okay then. Hope you learn some village animal shops. Nice. This way, Sheldon. Look. You can use the workbench here to craft first anytime you need to make an item in the village. Okay. Crafting bench. Warm us at level 1 or 2 or 3. That's why you need to make Pokeballs once you make again.
So we played too much Rust. How many levels of workbenches?
3. Level 1, 2, and 3.
On this game?
Oh, I must probably just 1 here. I would think. Go up to the workbench, choose on the craft case Pokeball. Which crafting items requires recipe and some materials. Craft. Okay, we're gonna do a Pokeball.
1. You made a Pokeball. Oh, it takes an apricorn and a tumblestone.
Yeah. Oh, oops.
Okay.
You can make a total of 20 here.
Okay.
Basics of crafting. First time stepping up to the workbench, my boy. You recall, of course, Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. The Pokeballs require to make the use power to catch them. Yeah. Those Pokemon species can be duly recorded in Pokedex. Oh, here you are. Pokedex. Yep. See the Pokemon. Pokedex. Obsidian Field. No star. Okay, we got Oshawott, Rowlet, Cyndaquil, Topagi, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx.
What did you say?
I was just looking at all the Togepi. Yeah.
That's Togepi.
Okay.
You messed that one all up.
Yeah. Well, I said Shrinks instead of Shinx. I can't pronounce all these names of these crazy things.
Yeah. Okay. Exits.
Got all that. First volume just for you. Hope it has you. Pokemon in the region. Okay. Had to complete lots of research tasks at first fill out Pokedex. Same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokemon to research, so we curse remember. Be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the Fieldland camps whenever you're ready, my good Sheldon. Getting to work on research tests. Activate guide. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear you're going to the Fieldland camp. Would you mind taking care of a request for me? Sure, pork chops. I'm standing guard, so I can't leave a post out here. Talk about it. Whoever,
Yeah.
Nice reward. Okay. Pokemon called a Wurple. Have you heard of it?
Evolve.
Yeah, I've heard of a Wurple.
So that's my goal. I want to catch an EV before I turn it off.
Did a certain amount of appearance becomes stronger. We're gonna call it evolution. Yeah, evolution. Yeah, evolution which changes appearance. It's natural. Okay.
There we go.
Have it evolve. He wants a Wurple. They're reward for you. I promise you a Wurple. If you can get me a Wurple, if you can. Okay then. Who are these people?
Alright, so catch a Shinx. This guy wants to see the ears. Oh, not you. Alright, we're going out to catch a Shinx. But we're going here. Yes. Catch me on the flip side. Cash me outside. How about that?
No.
How about that?
How do I let her check Pokedex? There we go. Open. I mean, this lady wants to see a Starly.
Did you catch a Starly?
We both should have a Starly.
I ain't on that part.
I was trying to figure out how to show it to her.
I went out to the field.
Did you?
Yeah. I'm tired of doing all that talking and stuff for right now. I'm ready to play.
Okay. Just trying to figure out how you complete a quest. I mean, let me see why you completed it. Open. There you are. There's the Starly.
Running off. Follow Akari to learn some tips.
I guess
Carrying
I
out research tasks.
come back to that and figure out how to. But I know I've already found a Starly.
Oh. So on the Pokedex, it tells you you have actual tasks. So even if you catch like one Pokemon, there's other tasks that have to be done with it. So you may have to catch like 4 or 5 of the same Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I completed a task. He gave me 3 potions. Okay, nice. I guess maybe you gotta make it your active quest. How do I do that?
Oh, oh, number of them caught. A Bidoof. A Bidoof. We've caught 1. Number of heavy specimens you've caught. None. So 1, 3, 6, 12, 25. So we gotta catch a bunch of them Pokemons. Take this. Hiya! Did you just do? Did you just do what I think you did?
Okay, missions and requests. Requests.
What?
Okay, back. Please let me see the Starly entry in the Pokedex the moment you completed it. I don't understand why maybe I haven't completed the Pokedex, I guess. Or everything there is to do about it. I'm not sure. I'll have to come back to that.
See if we catch it and caught it. It's good. Yes. Alright, we need another one.
Stay safe out there, kid.
Yeah. I want them all. Yes.
Okay, back outside the villager. All right, let's go then, shall we? In order to complete the Pokedex, there are a great many research tasks. Until the task can be found in the Pokedex, reference any time.
So you've already left the village, right?
Yeah, just now. But
Why did it
I
take you
was
so long to leave?
well, I was trying to can do some of the quests, finish out some of the quests that the villagers had. I finished one, but one of them I couldn't figure out what to do. Process of plenty of research tasks. Work okay. Last piece of advice, Sheldon: if you see a wild Pokemon attack coming your way, dodge it if your life depends on it. A dodge? Here, watch closely and remember what I do so you can do it later. Ugh.
So I didn't know that.
Okay, that's how you dodge. Flowing binge, that's what I call a dodge. Allowing your feet, you can dodge out of the way of wild Pokemon's attacks. That way, hopefully, you can avoid taking a beating and blacking out in the wilderness. Secure quotes cut within. I got business on the street. Okay. But don't you worry, I've got lots of experience drawing. I'll teach you plenty. Yeah.
So apparently, if you throw it out and there's nothing there for it, then it'll just sit there and look at you. I want you to talk to it. Because it's lonely.
Yeah.
Hey. Got more of them. Oh. 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 Coming back. Didn't work. Scared it off.
Why do you gotta kind of battle or switching?
Hey.
Number call.
Did that from long distance, baby.
Hmm.
See, now we're talking. This is what I was wanting. I actually didn't want to fight it. I meant to throw a Pokeball.
Yeah, that's what I was. The Bidoof ran away.
We're gonna do this. Hi, yeah.
Okay,
Man.
X.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. It's a Shinx. It's a damn Shinx. Attack. Oh no. We're gonna let's do this. Yes. Capture it. Hold it. Hold it. Yes. I caught a Shinx.
Another one. Okay, cool.
Get good, brother.
Okay. How do I recall the Pokemon?
Kidding me? Just attack me? Bullshit.
Okay.
Oh, you want to fight? Let's fight. Two, one. How did it just double fight me? That's bullshit. I don't want to kill it though. Shinx is looking around.
So let's see. You can.
This. Because Shinx is weak. Hopefully this locks him in. We only have two. Oh no, we caught one already, so it'd be three, right? Damn it. How did it escape with its health that low? Explain that. I'm lost here.
How did he escape?
Yeah, I mean, it barely has any health.
Oh, yeah. I guess sometimes. I guess there's still a percentage chance they can escape.
Yeah. Got another one.
Hmm. Medical leak.
Shinx. Number caught 3. Times you've seen it use quick attack 6. 9. No. 7.
Checking this taxer. Starly without being spotted. Okay.
Okay. So you actually have to watch it perform certain things. Certain quantity. Right?
Yeah. Pokedex. Number caught. Number you evolved.
Thanks, Shinx. Oh my, what's this? Oh, there's another Shinx. I don't want to fight another Shinx. I think I have plenty of Shinx. This is what would the plural of that be? Shanks?
Yeah.
I'm being for real. What would it be?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm gonna go get that stuff over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've caught 2 different forms. How many different forms are there?
I don't know. I've caught 3 total. Oh no! Oh no! 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 That's jump.
Oh, it says they gotta catch a number without being spotted. This right here is different. You can decide which one you want to throw out. With the regular Pokemon, you have to like have them. You have them in an order, and what it always throws out the one at the top of the list. Unless you got to swap them out later.
That's what I thought. You had a specific set, like
Uh,
list you had to deal with. I want to battle another Shinx. I'll get out of here.
oh, you can level them up by having them pick the berries out of the trees. It looks like. Though I ain't messed with any more Shinx. I've been. Oh, I see some now though. I think I'm supposed to catch stars without being seen. And also in the other games, the tall grass, you wasn't hiding in it. You was running through it to find them. What is that?
Hey, jump. Shit, you can't jump.
Oh, that's the Shinx. Nah, there's no jumping as far as I can tell. Where did I get the Starly from?
Well, something over on that rock I want. Can't throw the damn ball far enough.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Cool. That didn't work. Damn it. Oh well. Move on. Next task. So why is the dodge, by the way? If you were wondering. 'Cause I remember you said something and I forgot you actually said something. So I moved on to something else. And
Yeah.
I don't think the graphics look bad on this. Looks good to me.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure what people are thinking.
Look, it's the age old saying. Haters gon' hate.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Fighting. This is starting. We fighting.
Yeah.
Let's thunder shock him. Oh. I did not mean to kill that one. So you don't want to use thunder shock against a starlet. Apparently that's not good.
At least a low level one.
switch it up. We'll just use a quick attack. It won't hurt it too bad now. We'll go double up. Double or nothing?
No.
Double or nothing? Alright. Oh man, it left. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they can run away.
That's bullshit. We were having a good little battle right here. And that little pansy got scared. Yeah. Give me that stuff. Medicinal leak. Heard something. There it is. Starly. My goodness. Alright, so the next Starly, we're not going to try to battle it. We're just going to take and throw a Pokeball at it. Call it a day. That's up there. I need to get up there. I don't like this. You can't jump on this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's Shinx. I don't want Shinx right now.
How is it you pick your Pokemon up after you bloody threw it out there?
Just hit the button. The same button that you throw it out with. Comes back. Or you just go to run off and it comes back. I think you've got it, but as a reminder, don't forget to open your Pokedex when you
Oh,
focus.
okay. So, I don't know how far away. I guess I didn't get far enough away.
Check your research task. L and down. Try checking your task for Starly next. I've watched Starly run away. Is that one of them? One of the tasks, maybe? Just watching it run away.
It could be, yeah.
Because it did it very easily.
They got a poison stinger than Warple. It's 10:26. Okay, I called a Warple.
Worry too much about the time. Oh, yeah, that's what I was supposed to do next, right? Warple.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one of the tasks? Oh, I gotta sneak up on this joker. Alright. Check the decks. Starly. Number caught. Number defeated. Number you caught without being spotted. Number you evolved. I haven't evolved any. So
Oh, I killed it. Well done.
Okay. You gotta take the bullet drop into consideration, the arc. Also gotta take the wind speed and gust. Should be. Let's see.
Wind speed. What are you talking about?
Okay. Damn it, I missed. Damn it, missed twice. So we were calculating how to catch this Squirtle. I mean, shit. Swirly. Fuck, Starly. You're an asshole.
Hmm.
Yeah. Damn it. So I found out it's very easy to run out of Pokeballs. I just hit it with a Pokeball. But it bounced off the ground. Yeah. Please work because I don't need to throw another Pokeball. Damn it. Didn't work. Alright, where'd you find a worker? 'Cause all I'm finding is
I'm down near the river, I guess.
let's see. Oh. Oh no. Gotta hide over here. Yeah.
Oh, ran away.
This one got out and didn't run away. The first time. Second time. Alright, let's see.
What is this thing here? Brucey? Brucey?
So wasn't there... Where's the save? Thank you.
See if I can catch this thing here.
This
Looks
one.
like an otter. Oh, I caught it.
What is that? What are those? What is it?
I'm gonna have to hit the hay, man.
It's a Bidoof. Already have it.
Bidoof.
I'm gonna leave the Bidoof alone. I gotta figure out what this one is. Oh, what is it? Hello, fella. Hello, fella. What is it? A Buzel? Buzel? Okay. Let's See if we can't fight it. Yeah. Thunder shock him. Get him, Shanks. We're gonna catch him. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Please hold. Yes. Yes. Got it.
Oh, save your progress. There it is. Okay, I've hit the save button. I'm gonna have to hit the hay.
I'll have to hit you in the face.
Mm-hmm. Okay, say good night to everybody on the stream.
Good night, everybody on Mars' stream.
Catch you next time.
Catch
I
you
can
on the
barely
flip
keep
side.
my eyes. You see, I can barely keep my eyes open.
That's typically how I get to. At times.
Mm-hmm. Peace out.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Mm-hmm. Now I can't remember
Use
which
it.
button.